It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, NBA fans. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson, and seated beside me, Kenny the Jet Smith, and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, we'll see the Oklahoma City Thunder playing against the Boston Celtics in Boston. Well, for Boston, they're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. One of the fun players to watch tonight, Isaiah Thomas. He was the last player selected from his draft class of 2011. But, Shaq, I bet GMs want to redo on that one, man. He can just dominate games offensively.
You know, he's not really tall. He's 6-something, not above 6'4", but this guy's fearless. You know, his speed and quickness of the release of the shot, he can get a shot anytime. And what I really like about him, he's gritty. He'll fight you.
If he's more than 5'11", I'd be surprised. But when he gets in the zone, he's one of the most difficult players to handle. He could take over a game, Ernie. His quickness, his speed, just all-around offensive prowess.
Is he anything like the other Isaiah Thomas?
No, he's different. The original, the OG Isaiah Thomas was very, I would say, a leader, more of a leader. He's more a lead guard. Get it? He likes to score. This guy led the team.
Nice.
Thank you.
You got the Shaq seal of approval.
Yes.
What more can you want? It's almost game time.
I got the shield. Get it?
"2K Sports" checks in with their loyal viewers with the broadcast from Boston, the home of the Celtics. Welcome, folks, and thanks for sharing part of your weekend with us here at 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, and on the sideline tonight, Doris Burke. And so off the tip, it's Oklahoma City. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Durant, the 3, and Ibaka, the 4. Russell Westbrook out there with Andre Robertson. And it's Adams in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's Westbrook. Adams' shot is off. Kiwi Steven Adams, one of the toughest players down on the block.
And Kevin Adams is not afraid to get under somebody's skin. He's pretty strong defensively, too.
Here's Lee. Out to Turner. Bradley, no one around him. Offline with his 3. And the Thunder with the possession here. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Brad Stevens. We talked about their strategy on how to contain Russell Westbrook, and he told me that Russell's at his best in the open floor. To counteract that, they'll try to make sure they get back on defense in a hurry and limit his chances to get out in transition and start setting up his teammates or throwing down dunks. Neither is a good option for them.
All right, Doris.
And, you know, guys, that's one of the things I like about Adams. I mean, he'll draw the ire of opposing players just because of how he approaches the game.
Turner passes to Smart. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Good D by Westbrook. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant.
Yeah, and guys, Adams doesn't want to be known as a dirty player. I mean, I think he feels he plays aggressive and he hustles, and that sometimes rubs players the wrong way.
Now, here's Bradley. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. Boston shooting their first free throw of the contest.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
One shot. Find the lanes. Find the lanes. One shot.
And no good on the technical, so unable to pick that one up. Well, you look back on the Thunder last season, and the theme was injuries. Too many injuries to the bulk of their core.
And, you know, the big three, Durant, Westbrook, and Ibaka, all missed significant time. Only Westbrook of those three was able to finish the season.
Here's Bradley. To the middle. Here's Zeller. Westbrook pulls it in. The Thunder have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Three-pointer. There's the bucket. Good. Westbrook's got 5 points so far.
And listen, those injuries really did the Thunder in. I mean, at no time during the season did they ever really get a chance to gel and play any stretch of games with their entire roster.
No one near Turner as he lets it go. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall. Turner's got his first basket of the night. Westbrook dishes to Robertson. Pass to Adams. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. From deep. And it's Westbrook. That time on the assist by Durant. 8 points for Russell Westbrook.
You know, every franchise will have a year that is just lost to injuries. I mean, it happens. The hard part of it for the Thunder is that it happened while so many of their stars are in their prime.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Durant kicks to Robertson. Feeds to Ibaka. Screen by Ibaka. The tray. And again, it's Westbrook with a 3. Westbrook's got 11.
And he came off that screen, and he just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Now here's Turner. And Durant sends it back. They retain possession. Shot by Zeller, no good.
You can see how much the defense respects him. I mean, they were all over him on that look.
Westbrook passes to Ibaka. Over to the left wing. Just 5 on the clock. Robertson dishes to Ibaka. Not enough on that one as it misses. Celtics trail by 5. Well, you knew something was amiss with Durant last year. They eventually shut him down for the entire season after he was injured, which was the safe thing to do, and Greg, the right thing to do.
Absolutely. When you have a franchise player trying to work back from injury, no need to try and get a few more games from him at the risk of derailing his career.
For Durant, KD did try to return last season, but that foot just wouldn't cooperate, and that's when they had to shut him down.
One last thing with Durant's foot. Foot injuries can be a scary thing in the NBA. Along with knees, those are the injuries you don't want to risk anything with.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Sullinger's checked in for Tyler Zeller. Urebko comes in for David Lee. Crowder, he's checked in for Turner. And it's Isaiah Thomas in for Bradley. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Marcus Smart was drafted to the Celtics as their future point guard. He came in with a lot of work to do and a skill set that people really like. But his first season, Clark, was a roller coaster.
Yeah, it really was. He was an off guard in high school and in his first year of college as well. Really only played full-time at the point the year before he was drafted.
Here's Sullinger after Enes Kanter's basket.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
All right, now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Roof shots.
That free throw good from Sullinger. The Celtics making a switch here. Olynyk's checked in. The free throw's good from Sullinger. The Thunder leading by 4. And Augustine kicks to Collison. Singler outside. There's a screen by Cantor. Singler passes to Cantor. Goes back up. He dishes it to Waiters. The feed to Augustine. Collison up top. He kicks it to Augustine. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Augustine's got his first points in this one. Outside Thomas. A 3-ball. That's good.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Oklahoma City's gone 3 of 3 from deep. 9 points rung up from outside here in the first. Augustine against Thomas. Augustine dishes to Cantor. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Crowder kicks to Sullinger. There's 18 seconds left in the first. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Crowder, the pass to Sullinger. No good. That would have tied it. To the paint. Here's Waiters. And he hits the buzzer beater.
And that's a big bonus for him to end the quarter as he just beats the buzzer.
That's superb clock management there, maximizing every second of the clock in that situation. Well done.
And Kevin Durant, always in the gym, always working to improve. We asked him where that inspiration and passion originated.
Comes from me being 8 years old and me just saying I wanted to be the best player. You know, first off, at 8 years old, you want to be the best player in your neighborhood, and that's where it comes from. Just always want to be the best, and no matter where I'm playing at. And if I keep working each and every year, I've gotten better. You know, if I continue to just keep working, I've seen improvements.
Year-by-year improvements until he became the best player in the league and won an MVP. Now, the challenge, Greg, is to get back to that level after the injuries. Obviously, I think we all feel it is possible for him.
And you're absolutely right, Kevin. I mean, he's definitely proven in terms of the talent, the skill, and athleticism. What we find out now after dealing with the adversity is, does he have the heart and drive and that competitive spirit to be considered still among the very best?
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Oklahoma City.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
And the other thing, though, is their execution in terms of their ball movement has been flawless. Sets up a lot of easy scoring opportunities.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court for the Celtics, Thomas is the point with Bradley to his side. Johnson is out there with the limit, and it's Crowder in at the 3.
And guys, you talk about players who have that killer instinct. Russell Westbrook is right at the top of that list.
David Lee's checked in for the Celtics. Turner comes in for Jay Crowder. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. And you think, Greg, about Westbrook's killer instincts. You were alluding to that. It's very apparent at times. Players praise, and Clark, I think, fear him for just that characteristic alone.
Well, how about this, Kevin? Kobe Bryant said Westbrook has the same love for competition that he has. Whenever other guards are pulled, Westbrook is their worst matchup.
No luck. Good D by Lee.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Durant against Turner. He feeds it to Lee. Off to a good start as he gets his first shot attempt.
I can't believe defenders are not aware. They cannot allow him that position.
Yeah, you're right about that, Greg. He's put a no trespassing allowed on that spot of the floor. It's all his.
Now here's Westbrook. He's got 13. Down low, here's Adams. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Boston making some changes. Zeller comes in for Amir Johnson. And Smart subbed in for Thomas. Roberson, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. And that one misses. Well, last year for the Celtics, they weren't exactly world beaters at home. Still good enough, though, to get the job done.
Yeah, just a game over 500 here in Boston. Not great, but at least it was over 500 for a young up-and-coming team.
Now here's Lee. Here's Bradley. No good on the triple. Here's Roberson. Pass to Westbrook. Three-pointer. No good. And it's Boston the other way.
And, you know, for the Celtics at home, they were able to get wins by playing tough defense in front of their rabid fans. Their offense virtually the same as when they were on the road. The defense was the difference at home.
Now here's Lee. Turner dishes to Lee. Good. Lee's got his second basket of the game.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Westbrook kicks to Durant. Launches it. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And as you said with the Celtics, it was the D at home that helped them get wins here. They'll want to be better than one game over 500 this season to get back into the postseason.
Now here's Bradley. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
Well, last year, Tyler Zeller both started and came off the bench, showed he could be an effective player, even when playing heavy minutes.
Yeah, and if you look at the games that he played as a starter, he increased his usage, and it didn't bother his production at all.
The Thunder making a change here. Collison's out there. And here now the Thunder. 4-point game.
And for Zeller last season, his numbers were the same or better as a starter. His scoring picked up a touch. Still had a great field goal percentage too. So really solid production in his first couple of years.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing. And I think the big thing for Zeller was that he found his role in the league. He knows he'll be an energy guy who has to make the most of his touches. And to his credit, he is nothing but a positive force on the floor.
Sullinger's checked in for Lee. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Augustine's checked in. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Bradley drives in. It's hauled in by Collison.
You know, and Billy Donovan, the Oklahoma City Thunder, were able to pull him away from the college game last season, signed him to a 5-year deal in the middle of last year's playoff.
Celtics trail by 6. Right side Turner. And Zeller kicks to Smart. Nice ball movement by Boston. Sullinger outside. 6 to shoot. Zeller passes to Turner. The shot no good. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. Passes it to Augustine. 1:43 left in the second quarter. And that one's good. Durant.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
And the pass to Zeller. Off the screen. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
Boy, after struggling in the first quarter, he's come alive here in the second.
The Thunder leading by 6. Now Augustine. Outside Collison. That's in. Augustine with the assist. Augustine's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. The Celtics have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. It's Bradley on the wing. Zeller setting the pick for Bradley. A picture-perfect screen play, and the jumper's good. Bradley's got his first bucket of the night.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. The Celtics really seemed to get better as last season wore on, too. GA finished the year looking very dangerous.
Kevin, with the Celtics, they were dynamite after the All-Star break. Had the second-best record in the Eastern Conference post-All-Star.
Oklahoma City shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. The first free throw is good.
You know, one of the big things for the Celtics after the All-Star break was they played smarter. I mean, they went from the middle of the pack in terms of turnovers to a team that rarely made mistakes.
And a whole new group out on the floor for the Celtics. And then for Oklahoma City, Cantor checked in for Collison. Singler comes in for Kevin Durant. And Dion Waiters subbed in for Andre Robertson.
Yeah, that's a good point about the Celtics and their turnovers. Last year, after the All-Star break, they were 4th in the league in limiting their mistakes. They played well beyond their years down the stretch.
Johnson with the block. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Thomas with the ball, and it's Waiters picking him up. Olynyk in the corner. Out left to the wing. Here's Jerebko. Singler with the rebound.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him.
Augustine from outside. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And we've reached halftime in this one. Thunder out in front, leading by 8. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, I'm here with Russell Westbrook. And Russell, how confident are you that regardless of what defender you see in front of you, you can get what you want?
Very confident. I have a lot of confidence in myself. I put a lot of work in the summertime, and I'm very confident.
Russell, thank you so much. Kevin, hard work pays.
Number 3.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We welcome you to the Halftime Show on 2K Sports. There was no stopping Russell Westbrook in the first half. He ended up with 15 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 steal. Shaq, your thoughts on the Thunder? And over to Kenny. What did you think about Boston?
Well, sometimes you get too comfortable playing at home. This team played tonight like it's no urgency. And now they dug themselves a hole, and the energy level to get out of it is going to be extraordinary. We'll see if they come out of the tunnel with some fire in the second half, because they're going to need it.
And that'll do it for now as the second half of our game is about to get underway. Kevin Harlan has the call.
The second half just about to get going here.
Well, Westbrook has been great. He has 15 points, and he sprayed home 3 3-pointers as well.
This is really production personified from long range.
Celtics trail by 8. So for Oklahoma City right now, down low it's the international combo of Ibaka and Adams. Roberson is out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Durant in at the small forward position. Now here's Smart. Offline with his 3.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
Here is Durant. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. And Ibaka slams it in.
That kind of putback turns a simple rebound into a highlight play.
He assaulted the glass, you're right, then assaulted the rim.
Yeah, straight bringing the hard hat on that one. That's what you like to see on the backboard.
Now here's Zeller. On the wing, Turner. Zeller, a screen on Durant. The shot by Turner, no good.
And who could forget the tear that Westbrook went on last season? I mean, after the All-Star break, it was just triple-double after triple-double for him.
Now here's Smart, following the shot by Kevin Durant. And it's Turner off the drive. Here's Lee. It's out of bounds. They are saying it was last touch by Lee. Oklahoma City leading by 10. Here's Roberson. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. It's Durant on the wing. Wide open. That doesn't go either for Durant. Greg, for Westbrook, as you were talking about him, the triple-double stretch included 4 in a row. He had 6 triple-doubles, Clark, in 8 games. He was sensational.
Yeah, it really was, Kevin. And what's even more amazing was that he was very close to a triple-double, even on the nights he didn't get one. Man, he's a guy who showed you what it means to carry a team.
Boston, no good that time either.
Ugh, ugly start to the second half. They've missed their first 4. They've got to get on track.
Durant with a wide open look. That doesn't go either for Durant.
You know what? You just cannot get much better of a look than that one.
Exactly. I mean, no way you expect him to miss that shot.
Now here's Smart. It's stolen by Adams. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Here's Durant. Good on the leaner. Durant's got 7 points.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
Jared Sullinger's checked in for Boston. And a switch here also for Oklahoma City. Nick Collison's checked in for Steven Adams. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession.
Risky pass in a situation like that. Very lucky that wasn't a steal.
Fortunate to get it through. I thought he was headed the other way with that one.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. And there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. That's his first foul.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Now here's Sullinger. Outside Bradley. Here's Turner. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Turner's got 6.
And that's his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the D and finish at the rim.
Taking a look at Avery Bradley, his career's been kind of up and down. Greg started out in high school where he developed into one of the nation's top prospects in high school.
You know, it's a great point. And as a college freshman, really established himself as one of the top defensive guards in the country, won numerous awards, then enters the draft after only 1 year.
Here's Sullinger, following the score by Serge Ibaka. Lee sets a screen for Bradley. Dishes it to Smart, kicks it to Sullinger. Sullinger a screen on Durant, 6 to shoot. Turner passes to Sullinger. And count it, 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
How about battling through the impacts there and then willing that basketball in?
Boy, it does your heart good to see that kind of determination in a player. Really excellent focus that time.
Some changes for Boston. Amir Johnson's checked in for Lee. Crowder comes in for Avery Bradley. And Thomas subbed in for Smart. And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Cantor checked in for Ibaka. Kyle Singler comes in for Kevin Durant. Waiters, he's checked in for Roberson. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Now, here's Thomas after Dion Waiters miss. Thomas dishes to Crowder. Sullinger outside. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Here's Cantor.
And great effort on the boards, and what a mean talk that was, Kev. I mean, you just will not see him ever quit on a play.
That guy is a handful. You've got to have a body on him, Clark, at all times.
And you know what? Sometimes that's not even enough. He'll go around, over, or through you to get to the pumpkin.
Knocked away. Augustine with the steal. And here they go. And Waiters with the bucket on the assist by Augustine. Augustine's got 5 assists in the game. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the Thunder.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They've worked hard tonight at crashing the boards as well. They've had a bunch of second-chance points.
Here's Crowder. Boston again missing.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Here's Thomas. Finished off the break. Thomas got 7 points in the game.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And, Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Sullinger a screen on Waiters. Thomas kicks to Sullinger. The Thunder pull it in.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
And here's Cantor. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Cantor's got the lead up to 14 now for the Thunder. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Thunder lead by 14. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway.
Every diamond's a flake.
And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know.
Standing tall like a soldier. These players can't hold us. It's the winner's race. Eating with cannon, ace at the table, no dinner plates. We the best, get it straight.
Here's Westbrook. Thomas is out there with Smart. Then there's Jerebko. Then it's David Lee. And it's Olynyk in at the 5. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Here's Thomas after Enes Kanter's basket. Outside Thomas. The dish to Jerebko. With a step back. Connects. The jumper drops.
And it's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
The Thunder leading by 14. Waiters passes to Westbrook. Waiters on the wing. A 3-ball. Shot no good. Now the Celtics take it the other way. And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Boy, did he go hard to the boards, but clearly went over the back in doing it.
Yeah, kudos for the effort. I always love that kind of effort, but he was just a little overzealous.
Avery Bradley, he's checked in for Thomas. Steven Adams, he's checked in for the Thunder. Roberson comes in for Dion Waiters. Now here's Smart. Pass to Jerebko. Screen by Lee. Lee sets a screen for Smart. Clock at 6. Feeds it to Jerebko. Boston needs to get off a shot. Here's Olynyk. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Boston making a switch here. Zeller's checked in. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. The Thunder leading by 14. The feed to Robertson, and the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
He went a decent amount of time before his first turnover there. It's really been a good, safe stretch of basketball from him to this point.
Well, it was a season last year of heartbreak and change for the Thunder, narrowly missing the playoffs as the Pelicans beat them out for that 8th position.
Yeah, and they were teetering back and forth on that 8th spot for most of the year. Ultimately, they just couldn't hold on to that final playoff spot.
Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. Brad Stevens had some words for his team over the break. He was not happy with their play to this point, telling them we're getting out hustled, plain and simple. There's still time, but we've got to dial up our effort. Kevin, we'll see if they have enough to get it done.
Thanks, Doris. Jerebko and Durant sends it back. And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Durant. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Bradley kicks to Smart. Kick by Lee. Inside.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
Durant against Zeller. And Durant, here we go. He dishes it to Adams. And stolen by Zeller. Bradley kicks to Smart. The Celtics working the ball around now. Screen by Lee. Bradley dishes to Lee. Nice pass. Right under the rack perfectly for the layup. Oklahoma City leading by 12. Left side Adams. Shot from 12. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. Now here's Smart. Defended by Durant. Lee, a screen on Durant. Outside Bradley. Beyond the arc. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Bradley's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Celtics. Oklahoma City's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Adams, the pass to Ibaka. He kicks it to Westbrook. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now, 6 for 8 on the night.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys, and he made it look easy that time.
But that would have been lucky had it fallen. Poor shot selection.
Yeah, look at the coach's face and the expression. It says all over it, "Are you kidding me?"
Now here's Durant. Westbrook kicks to Durant, and he gets it to go. And the Thunder lead by 13.
A great assist. Nice work from Russell Westbrook.
To the middle. It's deflected. It's stolen by Ibaka. And now the fast break. Westbrook with the ball. And that one's good. Durant.
Well, I tell you what, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders. They're not getting the job done.
That's a great point. 10 of the last 12 points they've allowed have come at the rim.
Now here's Smart. Picked by Zeller. Outside Bradley. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Bradley's got 5 points in the quarter.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
And guys, we've seen teams hire college coaches with no NBA experience before. It hasn't always worked out, but for Boston, they have to be very pleased with Brad Stevens.
Evan Turner, he's checked in for Boston. Isaiah Thomas comes in for Smart. Cantor, he checked in for Oklahoma City. .146 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Westbrook dishes to Robertson. Screen by Ibaka. Durant in the corner. 5 to shoot. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Celtics trail by 13. Bradley passes to Thomas. To the paint. Here's Lee. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
Really nice dime dropping there. Playmaking ability is exactly what you get from Isaiah Thomas.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces, as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Thunder.
Clark, look at their number of assists.
Well, they minimized the one-on-one situations, Kevin. They got the ball moving, and it found the open guy.
Great ball movement. You're right.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Russell Westbrook. He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand. Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Shooting one. His second person, second team.
been a good one for Bradley. 9 points, and he's put 1 3-pointer on the board.
You know what, though, Clark? It wouldn't be a bad idea going forward to try to let him do a little more damage from beyond the arc.
Here's what Boston's going with right now.
One shot.
Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Tyler Zeller. Johnson comes in for Lee. And Yarebko is subbed in for Evan Turner. That free throw good from Avery Bradley. There's 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And Waiters kicks to Augustine. And he gets it to go. And the Thunder lead by 12.
I don't want to say they're trying to run up the score here, but they do keep adding to the lead.
Well, I know you don't want to say it, but I will, partner. I mean, they're trying to run the score up here. It's plain and simple. They're trying to throw salt all in that wound.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. From deep, Thomas. Crowder. And misses it off the right side of the rim. On offense, here are the Thunder. Singler dishes to Augustine. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Russell, congratulations on this win. What were the main factors that helped you stay in control of this one down the stretch?
Just try to be aggressive. And we did a good job all game of staying aggressive. Our defense was key towards the end, and we did a good job of closing the game out.
Thank you for the time, sir. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Doris. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark, Greg, and Doris, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan player of the game, Russell Westbrook. Just a monster first quarter of the game. He came out hot and just never cooled down. That boost he gave his team early on, a huge factor.
When you're facing Westbrook, you're always going to have your hands full. And tonight, he proved that once again. There's only one thought going through Russell's head. Attack, attack, attack. I know that was 3 thoughts, kid.
I can't imagine a player having a better night from the field than he had tonight. His shooting percentage was off the charts. He used every trick in the book to get those high percentage shots. He shot from every direction, and there was a little bit of luck here and there, but he was on fire.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.